Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. As my lessons continue on through the ABRSM Grade 4 Discovery Music Theory workbook, we now move on to Chapter 2, looking at the topic of rhythm even further. And here I explain a new time signature to you, a time signature of 4 quaver beats per bar. We also learn some new time signatures in compound time, where we're counting in compound time but in crotchet beats or in semi-quaver beats. The full lesson can be found on my Patreon channel. If you visit patreon.com/Sharon Bill, you'll find the full lesson there, and you'll find the links to this lesson in the cards and in the description box below. After this short video, sample examples of this lesson will follow on to show you how I work with you step by step through every single exercise to help you to thoroughly understand the subject content. And once you feel that you're ready to take your ABRSM Grade 4 Music Theory exam, I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory exam. It's full of tips and hints on how to revise and how to be best prepared for your exam, and also how to make the very best use of your time when you're actually taking the exam. This book is available from Amazon in either ebook or paperback format, and you'll find the links to that in the cards and in the description box below. All of the information can also be found on my website. If you visit www.sharonbill.com, you'll find everything you need there. Enjoy your studies. Bye. Where we need to show whether it's been correctly or incorrectly converted, counting in crotchet beats or quaver beats. And so I suggest you just sketch out above what it should look like when you convert it, and then it's easy to compare and see if it's correct or not. So let's look at this first one together. So we have 4 beats in a bar. Each unit beat is a crotchet. Here we have 4 beats in a bar, so the musical kind of meter hasn't changed, but now we're counting in quaver beats. So you can see we're going to have to halve everything. And so let's just see what that would look like. So we've got a dotted crotchet becomes a dotted quaver. A quaver will become a semi-quaver, and then of course, because these are less than a crotchet beat, we beam them together to show a crotchet beat. 2 quavers become semi-quavers, and then a crotchet becomes a quaver, and again we'll beam those. A minim halved becomes a crotchet. A quaver halved becomes a semi-quaver. Now semi-quavers halved become demi-semis, and then a quaver becomes a semi, and of course they will be beamed. So you'll see 2 beams and then 3 beams, and then a quaver rest becomes a semi-quaver rest. Let's see what we've got. So we've got dotted quaver semi, 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 quaver, crotchet, semi, demi-semi, demi-semi, semi, semi-quaver rest. That's exactly correct. Just as a quick refresher, last lesson we saw how we could still stay in duple compound time but double the unit beat, and instead of having 6 quaver beats we could have 6 crotchet beats, or instead of having 2 groups, 2 dotted crotchet beats per bar, we could have 2 dotted minim beats per bar. And let's look at this next one. So now the principle's the same, but we can see we've got crotchets as our unit beat, and we can see we've got 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 over 4. It's going to be compound triple time. So here's beat 1, beat 2, beat 3. So let's look at this. There's 1 2 3 crotchets, 1 2 3 crotchets, 1 2 3 crotchets. So that's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. There's beat 1, beat 2, beat 3. And so here, there's a crotchet, quaver plus quaver equals crotchet, there's a crotchet, there's our first group. And then here, we can see that that's going to divide into 2 dotted minims. So we can see there's a group of 3, group of 3, group of 3. There's beat 1 dotted, 2, 3. So we're counting 1 dotted minim, 2 dotted minims, 3 dotted minims, 1 dotted minim, 2 dotted minims, 3 dotted minims, 1 dotted minim, 2 dotted minims, 3 dotted minims.